World Mental Health Day. World Mental Health Day takes place on October 10 to spotlight mental health around the world, raise awareness and encourage efforts to support those experiencing mental health issues. Mental health includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Mental illness such as depression increases the risk for chronic conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. More than 1 in 5 U.S. adults live with a mental illness. About 1 in 25 U.S. adults lives with a serious mental illness, such as schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, or major depression. The green ribbon is the international symbol of mental health awareness. There is no single cause for mental illness. A number of factors can contribute to risk for mental illness. Adverse childhood experiences, such as trauma or a history of abuse, for example, child abuse, sexual assault, witnessing violence, etc. Biological factors or chemical imbalances in the brain. Use of alcohol or drugs. Experiences related to other ongoing chronic medical conditions, such as cancer or diabetes. Having feelings of loneliness or isolation. Mental health is a state of mental well-being that enables people to cope with the stresses of life, realize their abilities, learn well and work well, and contribute to their community. Mental health conditions include mental disorders and psychosocial disabilities as well as other mental states associated with significant distress, impairment in functioning, or risk of self-harm. Anxiety is a feeling of unease including worry or fear, varying from mild to severe. Panic, the extreme form, may lead to avoidance, creating a cycle of living in fear of fear, and escalating attacks. Bipolar disorder is a condition that affects your moods, which can swing from one extreme to another. Formerly known as manic depression. Extreme episode of bipolar disorder can last for several weeks. Claustrophobia is the irrational fear of confined spaces. People avoid confined spaces, such as lifts, tunnels, tube trains and public toilets. But avoiding these places may reinforce the fear. Depression is more than simply feeling unhappy or fed up for a few days. Most people go through periods of feeling down, but when you're depressed you feel persistently sad for weeks or months, rather than just a few days. They range from lasting feelings of unhappiness and hopelessness, to losing interest in the things you used to enjoy and feeling very tearful. Borderline personality disorder is a disorder of mood and how a person interacts with others. It's the most commonly recognized personality disorder. The symptoms can be grouped into 4 main areas: emotional instability, disturbed patterns of thinking or perception, impulsive behavior and intense but unstable relationships with others. Obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, is a mental health condition where a person has obsessive thoughts and compulsive behaviors. Obsession could be intrusive, distressing thoughts, images, or urges causing anxiety or disgust. However, a compulsion is repetitive action or mental act done to briefly ease distress from obsessive thoughts. Post-traumatic stress disorder is an anxiety disorder caused by very stressful, frightening or distressing events. Someone with PTSD often relives the traumatic event through nightmares and flashbacks, and may experience feelings of isolation, irritability and guilt. Managing our mental health requires a commitment to engage in self-care, which includes regular exercise, proper nutrition and seeking mental health therapy if necessary.